song I never knew the name of then, a tune that filled the hallway when you'd come back in. I'd hear it now and then in shops or on the street, and stand completely still in the middle of my feet. Music has a way to hold the love we thought had long grown cold. The song you used to sing, it wraps around me like a ring, a note I cannot name or place, but it has your voice and has your face. The song you used to sing. You sang it low and quiet like it wasn't meant for years, just something you'd been carrying across the years. And when I ask you where it came from, you just smiled and said your grandmother had sung it for a while. Music has a way to hold the love we thought had long grown cold. The song you used to sing, it wraps around me like a ring, a note I cannot name or place, but it has your voice and has your face. The song you used to sing. I've tried to write the melody, but it keeps slipping out of reach, like something in between a dream and everything you used to teach. The song you used to sing still echoes, still lingers, still clings. I don't know the words, but I know the key. It's the sound of you still loving me. The song you used to sing.
Talked until the darkness softened into blue, and somewhere in the night we both just simply knew that what we had was rare, and what we had would end. The clock was moving forward, but we stayed around the bend. Hours we refused to let be gone. Two hearts that knew but still held on. Before the morning knew, before the night withdrew, we were something true and undefined. A love that only comes around once in time. You made me laugh at nothing and at everything. We sat on your apartment floor just talking about our dreams and all the things we hope to be. Before the world had shaped us into you and me. Hours we refused to let be gone. Two hearts that knew but still held on. Before the morning knew, before the night withdrew, we were something true and undefined. A love that only comes around once in time. Before the morning knew. Some loves live in the in-between, in half-lit rooms and whispering, where no one has to say goodbye if no one lets the dawn inside. Before the morning knew, before the night withdrew, we were everything we'll never name. And I am somehow glad we came. Before the morning knew. It was a faded burgundy, the coat you always wore. You drape it on the railing by my old front door. Sometimes I pass a color in a window of a store and feel the pull of everything we were before. Strange how a color carries you into every room I walk into. The color of your coat, still caught inside my throat. A shade of something I can't name that brings you back just like a frame. The color of your coat. You wore it every season like it kept you close to home. And even in the summer heat, you drape it when alone. I teased you gently, you just laughed and pulled it tighter still. A habit worn from comfort, not from any winter chill. Strange how a color carries you into every room I walk into. The color of your coat, still caught inside my throat. A shade of something I can't name still rises like a note. In every corner, every room, I find you in that faded bloom, the color of your coat.
Stood beneath the streetlight on the corner of the park. Two people running out of words but not of heart. The night was warm and neither one of us could leave. We watched the moths around the light and tried to breathe. Some goodbyes take all the night to finally say beneath the lights, streetlights and slow goodbyes, the glow of amber in your eyes. We stayed so long the stars grew dim before we finally said goodbye again. Streetlights and slow goodbyes. You said you'd call me when you landed safely there. I said I would be fine and told you not to care. But when the phone rang 3 days later, soft and low, I heard the distance that we'd never planned to know. Some goodbyes take all the night to finally say beneath the lights, streetlights and slow goodbyes, the glow of amber in your eyes. We stayed so long the stars grew dim before we finally said goodbye again. Streetlights and slow goodbyes. I wonder if you drive past streetlights now and think of corners, think of how we stood there, neither one could go in all that golden amber glow. Streetlights and slow goodbyes, still golden, still alive. In the amber of my memory, you're standing there still saying, streetlights and slow goodbyes. I put the old record on and let it play. The crackle fills the quiet of a rainy day. Your favorite song, the one we wore the grooves right through. I close my eyes and find myself back there with you. Some rooms remember what we forget and hold the warmth of love that lingers yet. Old vinyl on a rainy day, the needle finds its gentle way through every song we ever knew. I hear the record, I hear you. Old vinyl on a rainy day. We'd lie on the wooden floor with pillows from the couch and let the music fill the afternoon all out. You trace the cover art with your fingertips so slow, as if you were trying to memorize it so. Some rooms remember what we forget and hold the warmth of love that lingers yet. Old vinyl on a rainy day, the needle finds its gentle way through every song we ever knew. I hear the record, I hear you. Old vinyl on a rainy day. The record ends and then begins its soft and crackling repeat, and I just let it play again because the sound of it is sweet. Old vinyl on a rainy day. I let the music gently say the things I never found the words for then, and somehow now I'm whole again. Old vinyl on a rainy day. We met when all the maples turned their finest red, when air grew crisp and all the summer warmth had fled. You walked into the bookstore shaking leaves from hair, and something in the season told me you
both. Beneath the golden oak, two strangers becoming something soft and slow. A love that only autumn leaves could know. When autumn loved us both. We spent 3 seasons close and 1 apart each year. The autumn was the kindest and the most severe. It gave us to each other with its harvest gold, then took you when the winter came and left me cold. Autumn holds a kind of grace that gave us time and gave us space. When autumn loved us both. Beneath the golden oak, two strangers becoming something soft and slow. A love that only autumn leaves could know. When autumn loved us both. I still go walking when the leaves begin to fall, and listen for your footsteps in the rustle and the call. The air is cool and honest in a way that summer's not, and I remember everything that autumn almost forgot. When autumn loved us both. Beneath the golden oak, the leaves still fall the same each year, and in their falling you appear. When autumn loved us both. We always said that someday we would find a way to slow things down in love without the disarray. We'd say it on a Tuesday, walking home from work, and laugh because we knew someday was just a word. Someday was the house we built in air, and still somehow I find you there. Someday on a Tuesday, when the world had nothing new to say, we would be enough, we would be still, two people with more time than will. Someday on a Tuesday, the Tuesdays came and went like all the others do, and someday stayed a someday, never coming true. But in the in-between, we love the best we knew, and even ordinary love is something to hold to. Someday was was the house we built in air. And still somehow I find you there. Someday on a Tuesday, when the world had nothing new to say, we would be enough, we would be still. Two people with more time than will. Someday on a Tuesday, I live alone on Tuesdays now, and sometimes slow enough to feel that someday lives inside of me and makes the quietest things feel real. Someday on a Tuesday, I still believe it in some way, that love was enough and we were true on every Sunday spent with you. Someday on a Tuesday.
We sat on the old porch swing and watched the sky grow deep, and counted constellations before we fell to sleep. You knew the names of every star and told them all to me, as if the universe was ours to hold so easily. Above us all the stars were still, and so were we, and so we will. The stars above the porch still burn like they did then. The stars above the porch still bring you back again. Every night I step outside, I see them there. The stars above the porch we used to share. You'd point and say that one was mine, that one was yours, and in between them there was something worth exploring. A path of light that stretched from where we sat to there, and made the dark between us easier to bear. Above us all the stars were still, and so were we, and so we will. The stars above the porch still burn like they did then. The stars above the porch still bring you back again. Every night I step outside, I see them there. The stars above the porch we used to share. I don't need a telescope to find you anymore. You're in the first star of the evening, nothing more. A light that asks for nothing, gives its glow for the stars above the porch. There were so many moments I could have reached for you, but silence came so naturally and words fell through. I thought that you could see the things I left unsaid, but hearts don't read the thoughts that live inside a head. Quiet is not always peace. Sometimes it just means release. All the things I didn't say still drift like petals in the breeze. All the words I tucked away still rustling through the autumn leaves. All the things I didn't say. I should have told you more of what I found in you. The way you made the ordinary seem brand new. The way your laugh arrived before your face would change. How everything with you felt familiar and strange. Quiet is not always peace. Sometimes it just means release. All the things I didn't say still drift like petals in the breeze. All the words I tucked away still rustling through the autumn leaves. All the things I didn't say, I'm saying them now to no one in particular. To the air, to the early morning blue, I'm saying all the things I should have whispered back when there was still a you. All the things I didn't say, I released them to the open sky. All the words I kept away, I let them go on the wind tonight. All the things I didn't say.
put the kettle on again and said, let's wait. Just one more cup, just one more quiet moment here before the door, and after that the rest of the year. We sip slowly as we could, the way that leaving always should. One more cup before you go, one more moment soft and slow, one more reason to remain before the world calls out your name. One more cup before you go. Steam rose up between our hands around the mugs, and neither one of us could find the words or shrugs. You looked at me across the table, full of grace, and I tried very hard to memorize your face. We sipped slowly as we could, the way that leaving always should. One more cup before you go, one more moment soft and slow, one more reason to remain before the world calls out your name. One more cup before you go. The taxi honked and still we sat, two people choosing this, not that. The world could wait another breath for us to love before you left. One more cup before you go. This one's cold, but even so, I'll hold it like I held the first. One more cup to ease the thirst. One more cup before you go.
You'd hum a song I never knew the name of then, a tune that filled the hallway when you'd come back in. I'd hear it now and then in shops or on the street, and stand completely still in the middle of my feet. Music has a way to hold the love we thought had long grown cold. The song you used to sing, it wraps around me like a ring, a note I cannot name or place, but it has your voice and has your face. The song you used to sing. You sang it low and quiet like it wasn't meant for ears, just something you'd been carrying across the years. And when I asked you where it came from, you just smiled and said your grandmother had sung it for a while. Music has a way to hold the love we thought had long grown cold. The song you used to sing, it wraps around me like a ring, a note I cannot name or place, but it has your voice and has your face. The song you used to sing. I've tried to write the melody, but it keeps slipping out of reach, like something in between a dream and everything you used to teach. The song you used to sing still echoes, still lingers, still clings. I don't know the words, but I know the key. It's the sound of you still loving me. The song you used to sing.
Talked until the darkness softened into blue, and somewhere in the night we both just simply knew that what we had was rare, and what we had would end. The clock was moving forward, but we stayed around the bend. Hours we refused to let be gone. Two hearts that knew but still held on. Before the morning knew, before the night withdrew, we were something true and undefined. A love that only comes around once in time. Before the morning knew. You made me laugh at nothing and at everything. We sat on your apartment floor just talking about our dreams and all the things we hope to be. Before the world had shaped us into you and me. Hours we refused to let be gone. Two hearts that knew knew but still held on. Before the morning knew, before the night withdrew, we were something true and undefined. A love that only comes around once in time. Before the morning knew. Some loves live in the in-between, in half-lit rooms and whispering, where no one has to say goodbye if no one lets the dawn inside. Before the morning knew, before the night withdrew, we were everything we'll never name. And I am somehow glad we came. Before the morning knew. It was a faded burgundy, the coat you always wore. You drape it on the railing by my old front door. Sometimes I pass a color in a window of a store and feel the pull of everything we were before. Strange how a color carries you into every room I walk into. The color of your coat, still caught inside my throat. A shade of something I can't name that brings you back just like a frame. The color of your coat. You wore it every season, like it kept you close to home. And even in the summer heat, you drape it when alone. I teased you gently, you just laughed and pulled it tighter still. A habit worn from comfort, not from any winter chill. Strange how a color carries you into every room I walk into. The color of your coat, still caught inside my throat. A shade of something I can't name that brings you back just like a frame. The color of your coat. I never told you what it meant to me. The coat, that red, that burgundy, the way it made you look like home, the thing that kept you never gone. The color of your coat still rises like a note in every corner, every room. I find you
stood beneath the streetlight on the corner of the park. Two people running out of words but not of heart. The night was warm and neither one of us could leave. We watched the moths around the light and tried to breathe. Some goodbyes take all the night to finally say beneath the lights. Streetlights and slow goodbyes. The glow of amber in your eyes. We stayed so long the stars grew dim before we finally said goodbye again. Streetlights and slow goodbyes. You said you'd call me when you landed safely there. I said I would be fine and told you not to care. But when the phone rang 3 days later, soft and low, I heard the distance that we'd never planned to know. Some goodbyes take all the night to finally say beneath the lights. Streetlights and slow goodbyes. The glow of amber in your eyes. We stayed so long the stars grew dim before we finally said goodbye again. Streetlights and slow goodbyes. I wonder if you drive past streetlights now and think of corners, think of how we stood there, neither one could go in all that golden amber glow. Streetlights and slow goodbyes. Still golden, still alive in the amber of my memory. You're standing there still saying streetlights and slow goodbyes. I put the old record on and let it play. The crackle fills the quiet of a rainy day. Your favorite song, the one we wore the grooves right through. I close my eyes and find myself back there with you. Some rooms remember what we forget. hold the warmth of love that lingers yet. Old vinyl on a rainy day, the needle finds its gentle way through every song we ever knew. I hear the record, I hear you. Old vinyl on a rainy day. We'd lie on the wooden floor with pillows from the couch and let the music fill the afternoon all out. You trace the cover art with your fingertips so slow, as if you were trying to memorize it so. Some rooms remember what we forget and hold the warmth of love that lingers yet. Old vinyl on a rainy day, the needle finds its gentle way through every song we ever knew. I hear the record, I hear you. Old vinyl on a rainy day. The record ends and then begins its soft and crackling repeat, and I just let it play again because the sound of it is sweet. Old vinyl on a rainy day. I let the music gently say the things I never found the words for then, and somehow now I'm whole again. Old vinyl on a rainy day. We met when all the maples turned their finest red, when air grew crisp and all the summer warmth had fled. You walked into the bookstore shaking leaves from hair, and something in the season told me you'd be there. Autumn holds a kind of grace that gave us time and gave us space. When autumn loved us both, beneath the golden oak, two strangers becoming something soft and slow, a love that only autumn leaves could know. When autumn loved us both. We spent 3 seasons close and 1 apart each year. The autumn was the kindest and the most severe. It gave us to each other with its harvest gold, and took you when the winter came and left me cold.
Dust Bowl. Beneath the golden oak, two strangers becoming something soft and slow. A love that only autumn leaves could know. When autumn loved us both. For your footsteps in the rustle in the car. The air is cool and honest in a way that summer's not. And I remember everything that autumn almost forgot. When autumn loved us both. When autumn loved us both. We always said that someday we would find a way to slow things down in love without the disarray. We'd say it on a Tuesday, walking home from work, and laugh because we knew someday was just a word. Someday was the house we built in air, and still somehow I find you there. Someday on a Tuesday, when the world had nothing new to say, we would be enough, we would be still. Two people with more time than will. Someday on a Tuesday. The Tuesdays came and went like all the others do, and someday stayed a someday, never coming true. But in the in-between, we loved the best we knew. And even ordinary love is something to hold to. Someday was the house we built in air, and still somehow I find you there. Someday on a Tuesday, when the world had nothing new to say, we would be enough, we would be still. Two people with more time than will. Someday on a Tuesday. I live alone on Tuesdays now, and sometimes slow enough to feel that someday lives inside of me and makes the quietest thing feel real. Someday on a Tuesday, I still believe it in some way, that love was enough and we were true on every Sunday spent with you. Someday on a Tuesday.
We sat on the old porch swing and watched the sky grow deep, and counted constellations before we fell to sleep. You knew the names of every star and told them all to me, as if the universe was ours to hold so easily. Above us all the stars were still, and so were we, and so we will. The stars above the porch still burn like they did then. The stars above the porch still bring you back again. Every night I step outside, I see them there. The stars above the porch we used to share. You'd point and say that one was mine, that one was yours, and in between them there was something worth exploring, a path of light that stretched from where we sat to there, and made the dark between us easier to bear. Above us all the stars were still, and so were we, and so we will. The stars above the porch still burn like they did then. The stars above the porch still bring you back again. Every night I step outside, I see them there. The stars above the porch we used to share. I don't need a telescope to find you anymore. You're in the first star of the evening, nothing more. A light that asks for nothing, gives its glow for free, then waits for me to notice it and simply be. The stars above the porch still burn like they did then. I find you in the first star every night, and hold that quiet, ordinary light. The stars above the porch. There were so many moments I could have reached for you, but silence came so naturally and words fell through. I thought that you could see the things I left unsaid, but hearts don't read the thoughts that live inside a head. Quiet is not always peace. Sometimes it just means release. All the things I didn't say still drift like petals in the breeze. All the words I tucked away still rustling through the autumn leaves. All the things I didn't say. I should have told you more of what I found in you. The way you made the ordinary seem brand new. The way your laugh arrived before your face would change. How everything with you felt familiar and strange. Quiet is not always peace. Sometimes it just means release. All the things I didn't say still drift like petals in the breeze. All the words I tucked away still rustling through the autumn leaves. All the things I didn't say, I'm saying them now to no one in particular. To the air, to the early morning blue, I'm saying all the things I should have whispered back when there was still a you. All the things I didn't say, I released them to the open sky. All the words I kept away, I let them go on the wind tonight. All the things I didn't say. You said your taxi would be there at 8:30. I put the kettle on again and said let's wait. Just one more cup, just one more quiet moment here before the door, and after that the rest of the year. We sipped slowly as we could,
it very hard to memorize your face. We sip slowly as we could, the way that leaving always should. One more cup before you go, one more moment soft and slow, one more reason to remain before the world calls out your name. One more cup before you go. The taxi honked and still we sat, two people choosing this, not that. The world could wait another breath for us to love before you left. One more cup before you go. This one's cold, but even so, I'll hold it like I held the first. One more cup to ease the thirst. One more cup before you go.